Welcome to an exciting episode of Battlestar Galactica. Before we start this episode, if you are a fan of the classic Battlestar Galactica TV show, TV series, if you're a fan of the Star Wars movies, the original three Star Wars movies, if you're a fan of the original Star Trek TV series and movies that featured the classic cast, then I hope you like this video. I hope you subscribe. It's going to be something a little different than other channels, and I hope that you find it enjoyable. Today, we are looking at the official Battlestar Galactica wristwatch, child-size wristwatch, issued in 1979 by Bradley Time. And Bradley Time was a company that really jumped on the licensing bandwagon in the mid to late 70s, and they issued watches based on all sorts of characters in movies and TV shows, everything from Sesame Street characters to Star Wars to Battlestar Galactica, to the Smurfs and beyond. And it was a market that really grew and kind of petered out by the end of the 80s when other companies came in and started issuing watches. This particular watch came out in the summer or late spring, early summer of 1979. It was available everywhere. You could have found it at pharmacies, department stores, Sears, Walmart, Kmart. It was available everywhere you could imagine. And I remember that my particular Galactica watch came from Macy's department store. So these were even in department stores like Macy's, Lord & Taylor, higher end stores. And the funny thing about this particular watch is something I'll never forget. And it was a battle on the playground. And this is a great story, one that I never get tired of talking about, but there was a group of kids in my grade school that were huge Star Wars fans. Huge Star Wars fans. They thought Star Wars was incredible. And the movie was incredible and game-changing for everyone. But when Battlestar Galactica came out, it somehow just seemed to be better than Star Wars. It seemed to be a little more mature, a little more grown up. There were some episodes that were not that great, but the majority of episodes were really, really good. And if you look back at the show, it holds up so well today. And I remember getting this watch, receiving it as a birthday present, and going on the playground and being confronted by these Star Wars, I call them the Star Wars Mafia, these 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old kids that each had the Star Wars watch. And here I was, the lone person with the Battlestar Galactica watch, and being stared down by these kids. And little by little, a couple other guys from my class ended up getting the Battlestar Galactica watch. So the playground was divided. It was nothing serious, nothing that anyone took serious, but you had some kids that had the Battlestar Galactica watch and some kids that had the Star Wars watch. And it was kind of funny. It was like the earliest days of fandom being at war with itself. And I remember in those early days, there was always war between the Star Trek TV series and Star Wars and Galactica, which was better, which was worse. Throw a little space 1999 in there. So it's just a very fun memory of, my group of gang of kids wearing this particular watch, and then another group of kids wearing their Star Wars watch. And needless to say, the Star Wars watches sold much better. I think Bradley Time did 2, 3, maybe even 4 different versions of the Star Wars watch. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you looked at this piece of history. It is not adult size, and it's meant for a child and high quality. You could find them loose for the $20 to $30 range, but finding them in this display case is harder and much more expensive. So expect to pay between $75 and $100 depending on the dealer, depending on the store display case. It actually came in this case. A lot of the cases over time were lost or cracked or broken, so it's hard to find in this store display case. And your best bet, as always, is eBay. Thank you for watching, and if it's something that you enjoyed, please subscribe.